A little bit of the glare off. What a day, what a day. Hello, Fran. Hello, Linda. How are y'all tonight? Hello, Linda. Well, guys, I gotta go hunting for a. You're tired. I'm sorry to hear that. I gotta go hunting for a dehydrator tomorrow because I've found enough elderberries that I really believe I need another one. I have been dehydrating and I just can't get them all on there. Hi, sweet Brenda. What you up to? You know, I put me a little fan over here. Hopefully that'll keep me cool. And look at my arm where that bee bit me. All it is a little bruise-like thing. I'm like surprised. I figured it'd be swelled up like crazy and my toe didn't swell at all. And this one stung me right through my stinking thingy. See where it stung me right there? Got elderberry stains on my fingernails. Sorry, guys. And Linda, I know I was supposed to send you them elderberries, but I forgot. But I will get them in the mail. I'll try to get them out in the mail tomorrow. Hey, baby. Hey, Ben's over acres. Not good. You were stung through the suit. I know. Isn't that crazy? I mean, totally crazy. I'm like, and it was like, okay, did something just sting me? We thought maybe she got inside the suit, but no, she didn't. There was nothing in my suit. So it is what it is. I'm just glad I don't have a problem with them like I do wasps. And I put what do you call it? I have this prescription for lidocaine. I put that on it and my toe, and I didn't have not a single solitary problem. Okay. And I just don't understand why they stung me, because they weren't upset. Y'all seen the video. Those of you who watched it, my bees were not upset with us at all. They were flying around, but they weren't like hammering us or anything. Couple got in my face once or twice, but no problem. Yes, I have been swamped. I've been helping my girlfriend out by hanging out with her dad. I don't know if I mentioned this or not. My girlfriend Sherry's father, JD, is passing away. He's on his last stages. Hey, Miss Lippy, how are you today? So I'm really concerned about her. Really worried about her. I got a lot of people that are having trouble. Miss Lily, some of you guys already know, but some of you may not. She has, they found cancer, and it's going to be operable, but they're not going to be, because she has the SeaWorld, start to say it, they're not going to be able to do it till the 1st. Cool. So I've been going crazy trying to find all these elderberries, and I am finding them all over the place. And here I've got all these starts. So I'm going to bring the starts to Kentucky to the picnic and try to get them up, you know, big enough that somebody will want them. And maybe I can make $1 for the trip, right? And I'm just so excited. I can't wait to get there and see all y'all that are coming. I sure wish you could come, Fran. Be nice to meet you and your hubby. You too, Linda. I'd like to see you again. Linda, you know what? We may come through Georgia. I don't know. We haven't really discussed our strategy on driving. He kind of likes to drive all the way through, but I think we might stay. We might stop in Georgia, either coming or going. That's okay. They can drive your dog's nuts. I'm sorry. I have a lot of aloe vera starts that I just repotted. Very nice. Hey, Roy, how are you tonight? Oh my goodness gracious, Roy, I am loving my bees. They are such good little girls. They've been doing their job. I just wish I could see the queen. I don't know why we've only seen them one time since we let them loose. So I'm going to go back in probably a week or so and check it out and see if they're happy in there. Oh, very nice, Linda. I need some, I'm hoping that Brenda or somebody will bring me some herbs. I got some lemon basil coming up again. That's reseeded itself in my garden. Hey Melanie, how are you? I had to think for a minute there. Who am I talking to? My brain doesn't work all the time. I thought that one you asked David if that was her. It looked big like a queen. No, the queens are not big and fat. They're skinny. And I need new glasses, guys. I can't see crap. So I know when I was at the eye doctor with my mom the other day, I got their card, so I may just go up and make an appointment to see them and have my eyes checked. Lost ours here. Very sad about the 20-year-old plants. Sure would be blessed if you bring me some starts. Let's see. I have mint for you, Kathy. Oh, you're such a sweetheart. I was hoping you'd say that. I know last year you forgot them, but I'm looking forward to them. And I just haven't been able to get out there and get all my work done. I should have been out there working more today than I did, but it took me, I'd say about an hour. And David doesn't even know this because I called him and fussed about this. I broke my net, my butterfly net, and that's what I use to catch my quail when they get out. Well, one of my pretty little tuxedo-looking quails got out, and because everything's so overgrown right now, and I just can't do it all. right now. I've been running from here to there, doctor's appointments, and helping Sherry and helping my mom. And I haven't been at the house like I should been since I've been back from Georgia. So I've only had a few days that I've actually been able to work in the garden and in the yard. And it definitely shows it. I'm so embarrassed sometimes about how bad it looks. But hey, we can only do what we can do, right? And I'm so thankful to David. I mean, he came over and he got those big old, he helped me get those big old sawgrass things out so that we could get back to the bees without having to run like there's no tomorrow by getting stung up. Cool. I wish we could come to the picnic too. Yep. I love lemon basil. I have different kinds of basil and want to root sage, rosemary, and lavender. The rest should reseed themselves. Yeah. I want to get some, I've got sage. My thyme died. And I want to get some lemon balm and there's several things that I want to get. I think it's marshmallow, lemon balm, and I want to get all the herbs. But there's a couple that I really wanted real bad, but I can't think of them right off the top of my head. I should write notes like Teresa does, huh? Let's see. Oh, cool. Mint, ginger mint. That's awesome. My ginger is coming up again that I didn't pull up in the container out there, so I'm gonna have more ginger. I think it's gonna spread some more. I hope. No, ma'am, we will have the grands this summer. What part of Georgia are you going through? Near Thompson. Oh my goodness, I can't think of the name. Norwood. That's it, Norwood. I have a ton of onions and garlic chives. Brenda, I don't understand why are not. I mean, I've got onions, and I could swear that I got them from you, but they're not walking nowhere, and I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Maybe I didn't. Maybe those weren't from you, and maybe I just planted them or something. I don't know. I have lemon balm. Oh, good, Linda. Linda, are you coming to the thing again? Please say yes. I want some of that lemon balm. I pulled weed, geez, yesterday and today. That is cool. So, anyways, what I was trying to say is that stinking bird got out, and I chased that dude or dudette all over the backyard and lost it. I don't know where it went. So I got disgusted and came in the house and sat down, and now I had been chasing it for a good hour and a half. I heard something out front, so I went out the front door, and I was standing there, and all of a sudden, I saw that bird in my flower bed, just pecking away, eating and everything. I tried to get up to it, and it flew up, and it flew up. And then blue jay, bam! I wish I had my camera on, because that blue jay, bam, knocked it right out of the sky. And it just kept jumping up, and I was like, holy moly, finally it got underneath my truck, and I ran out there and got the butterfly net that I broke the other day, and I put my hair tie with a stick on the end of it and hair tied it together, and then went underneath the truck. And then when I tried to pull it out, the stick came out. I'm like, only me, only me. Could not be prepared. David's told me over and over, get new butterfly nets, get new butterfly nets. Well, I didn't. I hesitated. As soon as I broke it, he told me to get more. So I'm like, okay. He's going to say, I told you so, honey. So finally, because it was still in the butterfly net that was over top of it, I crawled underneath there and pulled that little dude out and got a hold of him and put him back in the cage. I was so mad. I said, I'm mad at you. I should eat you. He's just looking at me going, no, Mom, please. We mowed grass and weed eated all today. Oh, well, I forgot to tag you in that comment. Well, I tried. I'm so tired and mixing all day. What are you mixing, your spices? I'm so glad that you did that spice thing. We'll have to get into that. Also for the ginger, I will grow and feed. Oh, it will. Yeah. And you know, Brenda, I don't think I would have ever had such good how do I say this? Success with the ginger if it hadn't have been for you and your beautiful video and you telling me not to plant it so deep, because that's what my problem was. I kept planting it deep and I didn't know that you plant ginger shallow. And yes, ma'am, I will. I remember too. Wish there was a video of you crawling under that truck. You don't even know what I'm capable of, friend, whenever one of my babies are loose. And I'm really concerned about these quails. I'm a lot of them are just passing away left and right. Every day there's 3 or 4 of them dead. But I have some in the incubator that are our quail eggs. So hopefully I'll be able to make up what I'm missing that I want to put in the freezer. Yes, ma'am, and my new tea blends. Oh, cool. So Slippy, if we didn't know you were doing spices, we'd wonder what you were mixing. So true. Yes, ma'am. Very shallow, much like irises. The same for turmeric. Now that's one that I want to get. I don't have any turmeric. I really wanted to get that really bad. And I want to say these little fruit flies are driving me crazy. My brain just went away. What was I going to say? Oh, my video tomorrow is going to be very different than what I've ever done, you guys. I only speak like maybe 30 seconds in the first part of the video. And the rest of it, you'll have to see. Hey, Albany Mountain, how are you doing, honey? Hey, Bub, how are you doing? You're still looking for chocolate mint. I haven't seen any here. I will look, bub, at the Walmart. If I find it, I'll bring you some. Hey, Miss Patty, how's it going? Oh. I'll tell you, this is really, really, really hard on me, this AC business. Trying to keep the bills down and not run the AC, it's going to kill me this summer. Gotta say. It's going pretty good here. Good, I'm glad to hear that. All my ginger is started from store-bought ginger. That's how I started mine. Y'all know that I do the dollar bag thingies where I just buy whatever's in the bag. I don't care what they are. If I see stuff that I like and I want, I buy the bags, bring them home, and the ginger's in there. And I planted them and they come up. And I was like, wow, this is cool. And then they spreaded and made great ginger. I made a rosemary leave-in hair conditioner this week. Oh, that's nice. Oh my goodness, Kathy, it's supposed to hit 90s. Oh, I know. Mine, we're in the 80s now and 90s next. Let's see. What is 90s? Later on. Looks like Monday. But it's crazy. It's just totally crazy, this weather. It's been really nice up here. Windows open and doors fresh air. Now, I'll be honest with you, even though it's very warm, part of the reason why I'm so warm at the moment is that light up there, and I've got a brooder there, and then I got another brooder that's really big over there. You guys can see the red light. So it's like, oh my gosh, every brooder in the house is right here. And over on the under the kitchen window, I've got my dehydrator running because I'm dehydrating on the elderberries, and that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about. Any of you guys deal with elderberries and dehydrating and everything? I could not get all the stems off of mine without sitting and picking every stinking one. And I'm telling you, I got a whole cup that was nothing but elderberries and no stems, and I was fed up, and I said, okay, I'm just going to dehydrate these and see if I can just knock them off whenever they dry. Do you think that'll work? I'm hoping my thought process will work. But I need more dehydrators because, I mean, I'm looking at a lot of dehydrating this summer. I've got my mangoes coming in now. A few hit and misses here and there, and I want to dehydrate a lot of them, and also going to be making my mom some mango jam. Oh, hey there, Susan. How's it going, honey? Let's see what I missed. All right, Lippy. See you later. Thanks for coming in. We finally got a little bit of rain this week. It's been so dry here this spring. It's been between the mid 50s and 60s here this week. I kind of wish that's what the temperature was here, but I don't know. I meant to go out there and pick all the cherry tomatoes off of, well, I don't know what they are. They're teardrop tomatoes, whatever. I've got yellow ones and red ones. They all got to come off because the vines are starting to poop out. So I'm going to get all those and put them in the freezer so I can dehydrate. I mean, so I can make sauce with that. Yeah, it is worth a try. I hope it works. Get David to build you an outside dehydrator. Honey, David's got so much work to do for me that it's not funny. He don't have enough time to do it all, and he's in a lot of pain just like me. So we got to do what we can when we can. I was just reading the stems come off the elderberries easier if you freeze them first. Okay. Of course, with the price of wood, it might be a little expensive to build one. Yeah. Okay, I'll try it. Let's see if I can click on, whoops. I'll click on that and see. Okay, now where did I go? Live stream. I think that came up. Yep. It's coming up. So at least I have that information. Thank you, Patty. Good, been busy trying to do another garden and putting in the I'm sorry, guys. I'm like, what is my daughter doing texting me? That sounds really great, but I'm on live stream, so I'll call you when I'm done. Love you. Bye. Hopefully that what I said. You guys heard me, right? I got to show you the text. This is what she texted me. Can y'all read that? If you can't read it, it says the CDC now recommends that the kids stay the weekend at grandma's. Is she not a nut or what? I'm up for it. Bring it on. I'm sorry y'all are hurting. Do you take anything natural for pain? He takes moringa, and no, I don't take anything. I don't do. I can't. I can take something, but I don't right now. That is a good one, isn't it, Patty? You know, it's funny. She doesn't even have to do that. All she has to do is call me up and say, Mom, will you keep the kids? I'm like, yep. Unless I'm doing something now, but it's hardly ever something that I can't take the kids with me. Even whenever my kids were growing up, I just took them with me everywhere I went. We didn't have babysitters, so every once in a while my mother-in-law would watch them, but we didn't really have babysitters a whole bunch. Now, well, I take that back. we didn't have the typical kind of babysitter where you take them to some facility or, you know, do that, all this kind of weird stuff for people that you didn't really know. Some of my very good friends took care of my children. Wilma took care of my kids. Deborah took care of my kids for a long time. And we swapped back and forth to take care of our kids. And I'm trying to think of who else took care of my kids. I think my sister-in-law took care of my kids a couple of times when we went fishing late at night. We used to go to Sebastian Inlet and fish all night long with my son when he was young. And we love snook fishing. I haven't been in a while. I need to go fishing. I really need to go fishing. I might have to call him up and say, hey, it's time to take Mom fishing. Except for it's been so rough that I could not get in a boat right now. I'd be really bad sick. All right, Patty, I'll see you later. I've been crocheting and making oils and going to make dandelion and then comfrey salves. You know what? I'm telling you, I don't know what to do with my comfrey. It's like exploded. That thing is as big as a tractor tire. I mean, it's huge. I'm like, holy moly. Okay, so I can either, I was going to make comfrey tea. I mean, not tea. Yeah, comfrey tea to give my plants because I don't really use any fertilizer. So, anyways, I don't know. Tell Court I will be there in a little bit, Miss Patty. I don't know who that is. Have you heard of wild lettuce? Yes, I have. But I don't know. I know they've done a lot of videos on it, and I look at a lot of videos, but I need somebody to literally say, this is wild lettuce. Because otherwise, I won't know what it is. Yeah, I know that Teresa did a video on it. And every time I go somewhere, I'm always going back and forth to Teresa and saying, hey Teresa, is this wild lettuce? Nope, that's not wild lettuce. I will say though, David popped my back and it has been better than it has been for a very long time. So, but I have a lot of damage from the radiation that pain pills are not going to do the job. Something for pain is not going to do the job. I have to use lidocaine. It's a stuff that the doctor gave me. Topical. Yeah, I'm just scared that I'm going to get something that ain't what it is. Me and Miss Teresa need to make a trip to see you, Kathy. Yeah, y'all do. Maybe after the picnic. I don't know. She's having such a trouble time with her mom. I'd be happy to send you some seeds. I'm also drying the plant and could send you some. Cool. That's awesome. It's exploding at your house. I bought mine off of Amazon wild lettuce. The thing about buying stuff like that, I just worry about somebody trying to scam me. You know what I'm saying? Like them giving me something that may hurt me too. And I can't keep my plants all doctored where they are and what they are when they're coming up and stuff. So I'm afraid that I would misdo it. I don't know. Now I want to know something. People talk about eating wild lettuce in a salad and stuff. Does it not give you the same pain reliever when you eat it? Or is it just when you cook it? Yeah, I seen that Albany Mountain, but it still doesn't. I still have to have somebody because I'm paranoid. I'm a paranoid person. What can I say? My yard is full of wild lettuce and dandelions. That's what I wanted. You know what? I seen dandelions for the first time in my life. I identified dandelions when I was in Georgia, and dummy me, I did not pick all their flowers. I want to pick all their flowers and make a tincture out of them. I'm just so crazy. It comes up here as a weed. Yeah, it probably does here too. I just don't identify it very good. I agree with you, Fran. I just don't trust just anybody. If it's another homesteader that I know through you guys, or that I've become to know pretty good, and we swap seeds or something like that, that's totally different. But hey again, Patty. Some wild lettuces are toxic, so they need to be properly identified for safety's sake. Yeah, and that's the problem too, is okay. You guys see this right here, right? This is red. This red hair. Well, with this red hair comes a lot of weird, how do I say, a lot of weird things, allergies and stuff like that. So I have to be very careful. A lot of people love lavender. But lavender is not my friend. Lavender will give me a headache and a heartbeat and just absolutely tear up my sinuses and everything. To cook the wild lettuce, if you eat it raw, it can possibly give you diarrhea. Okay. Brenda knows I wouldn't do you wrong. I trust you. I'm just saying, when you buy something off of Amazon or buy something off of eBay or one of those things, you're putting yourself at risk of not getting what you're supposed to get. And my daughter says, "Mom, you're a conspiracy theorist." Yeah, I guess I am, because I always think, okay, somebody could screw me up really bad. And for years and years and years, I could not eat mushrooms. They would make me sick as a dog. That started when I was in my late teens. Well, I stayed away from them until just a couple of years ago, and then I started eating them again, and I seem to be okay with them. The same with pork. I would get sick as a dog. So I really have to be very careful what I do. Well, I don't know if I could. I have figured out what dandelions look like, but I do better when they have a flower on them. That's crazy, isn't it? I know we have wild lettuce too, but I don't know enough to ID it without proper ID to be a person. I have I bought a lot of seeds from those sellers that are not what they were supposed to be. Can't do anything about that either. Yeah, there are some good resources online on how to properly identify it. It is a species of Lactica. There are several in that gene. You want dried dandelions? Yeah, that would be cool. Because I don't have them growing in my yard, unfortunately. Um, and I'm trying to learn all about the different herbs and stuff so I can start using them. Um, and I would like to make comfrey poultice too, but I've got to learn how to do that, and I've got to see some videos and stuff and learn how to do that before I just do it. I know that you can eat comfrey too, but I've heard so much about it making you sick too, so I'm just kind of concerned about that too. I just don't trust looking at a picture. Yeah, it's the same kind of thing as mushroom hunting. I'm not going mushroom hunting unless I got somebody that knows what they are, because I'll tell you, when I was in Georgia, I found a ton of mushrooms, gorgeous mushrooms. But when I put my phone to it and pulled them up, my phone told me they were poisonous. The one I buy have already dried and ready for making into teas or extract. Cool. And that is the dandelions, or which one, Susan? See, I have a huge comfrey that I want to dry, or I can make tea with it, but for my plants and stuff like that, I just put it in buckets. But I'm trying to get rid of all the standing water because we have no-see-ums and they love that standing water. These are trusted horticulture sites I'm talking about, not the blogs, so do your videos. Comfrey is a good composter, will help your compost pile work off faster. Yeah. You are allergic to latex? Yes. Or have glaucoma? No. If so, it's better to leave it alone. I'm very allergic to latex. Comfrey makes a good tea to use as plant food for your garden. Yeah, that's what I've been doing, Brenda. I've been cutting it and just putting it in a 5-gallon bucket and letting it steep in there, and then I pull some of that water out and mix it with other water and water my plants. I don't water them. I don't straight water it from that bucket because it's pretty strong. Ah, my nose is itching now. Gotta change that to where it's not hitting my nose, I guess. Or somebody's coming to see me, guys. I got the door open tonight, so if somebody knocks on the door, I'll see them. Comfort. Yeah, I already read that. If I were to buy seeds to grow myself, that's a different thing. I would only buy from someone who knows. Yep. I don't know why these messages are not showing up. Thank you, whoever did that for me. If anyone wants wild lettuce seeds, I have a Facebook link on my channel. If you'd like to contact me, I'd be happy to share wild lettuce seed for free. Thank you. I will check into that. Because I think that would help David too. Did any excellent ID video, but I need someone to be with me, point to the plant and say, this is it. I don't trust myself to ID it without being positive. I'm the same way, Fran, and I was that way for a long time with the elderberries. But I finally got out of my comfort zone, and after seeing elderberries on so many things and having the elderberry plant out here, I looked at that elderberry plant and the elderberry plants that I'm pulling the elderberries off of and said, okay, this is elderberry. That's what I want. That's what I was going to say. Company coming with a hole in their britches. Yep. About company coming. Oh, cool. The algorithm bots are being stinky about what they are letting go through without approval this week. Wild lettuce. Okay. That's you, Brenda, with holes in your britches. Someone is whining at you, Kathy. I don't know who's whining at me. Are you talking about my birds? Have any of you guys tried these plant identification apps? Yes, I will tell you right now, it works. I have used that Google. Okay, I have Google on my phone. This little Google thing. Right there. And when I touch it, it comes up like this. Okay. So see that little picture right there? I can push that little picture and let's see if it'll do this. This is a dried carrot. It says Wild carrot plant. But it's not wild. It's from my seeds. I'm collecting seeds from it. I got seeds drying everywhere. But see how it came up? I don't know how to make that to not. I don't know if you can see it or not. Anyways, it does have that on there. There you go. And it says wild carrots. But it's just funny how easily that one does it. And to be honest with you, I started to make a thingy and pay for it, and I said I am not going to pay for something to identify plants. I'm just not going to do that. Oh, the birds, they sound like a dog whining. Oh, I'm sorry. That's my baby quail there. Thank you, Albany Mountain. I appreciate that. Can't see it, Kathy. Which app is it? That's my Google app. See it right there above the word. It's just a plain old Google app, and it has a little picture, and when you click on that picture, it'll open up your camera, and you take a picture of whatever it is, and it tells you what it is. It doesn't matter whether it's a plant or anything, you know. I found it to work every time that I've used it, so I don't know. Yeah, they do look the same. So is that a separate app on you added, Kathy? I just added, I went into my app store and looked up Google and downloaded Google app. It's just a regular Google app that you open up, and this is what it does. It comes to that, you know, it's a picture, and then you just tap the picture, and it works. But see, whenever it opens, that's what it looks like. Which way is easier for you guys? I think it's easier for y'all to see it like that, isn't it? So whenever I'm closing it, see the Google app above the right there. So it works for me. Cool. It's not a plant ID app, David. It's just plain Google app. When you open, you can ask it anything you want to, or you can identify by clicking on a picture and it'll open up, you know. But anyways, I have a mystery seedling, taken 3 pictures of it, and Google Lens gave me 3 different answers. I just tried it using my Google. It worked on a houseplant pretty good. The camera icon to the right of the text window. Yep, that's it. That's what I use. I have Plant Snap, but it's goofy. Go to Google where You type in what you want to speak for. There is a camera icon to the right. Click on that and then open your camera when prompted to take a picture. Yep. So, I don't even know what time it is. Oh my goodness, my time's almost up. I've got some prayer requests already that I've got on here. Anybody got any new ones? I don't fully trust them either. They're just they can make mistakes just like anything else, right? Kathy, could you please show your baby quail? Yes. I'll show one of them that's disabled now. They're killing each other. There's 3 over in this incubator. And this is what they're doing now. See its poor little old leg? It's all crippled up. Whoops, it's the wrong side. See how its legs all messed up? But they've been leaving it alone in here. I don't know. It's kind of this one doesn't bend, so he'll probably be handicapped. And the ones that are handicapped, I'll go ahead and grow them out and eat them because I'm not gonna breed them. Let's see. Be praying for me tomorrow, starting to go through Ben's guitars. It is going to be an emotional morning. Gotcha, Patty. I pray for you all the time, though, too. Lord just tells me, bring somebody up in mind, and I immediately start praying for them. Sometimes I call them, and sometimes I don't, because the Lord knows. Google uses IA to grab like photos of the plant you photographed. I'm sorry, Patty. Keep you in prayers for you and to get through it. Sending prayers. You know, it will be difficult. They are much louder than they were. Poor baby. Yeah, they are pretty loud. Well, actually, maybe it's my microphone because they're really very quiet right now. So you're welcome. Should be artificial intelligence. The echo on video. Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe one of these days I can get my big shed. This is what my dream is. David is going to help me. I've got to go through my big shed. There's people's belongings out there, and then there's belongings of mine, and just a whole lot of things in that shed that need to be gone through and trashed. In that shed, it's just sitting there taking up space and not being used. So I really, really need help with it. So that's one of my projects that I want to do. And the other project is fence. I've got to get a new fence, and I've got all these stinking vines, coral honeysuckle vines that I cannot get rid of. Okay, friend Nick. And those of you guys who were on my live stream Monday, remember Carrie in your prayers too. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pray, and then we can talk a little bit longer. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for coming to my rescue, Lord. Thank you for fixing all my problems. And I pray, Lord, that you will hear all my prayers tonight and that you will answer my prayers. I pray, Lord, that you make Miss Lily not sick at all, please, Lord. Make it just be a false positive test, and that she's able to get her surgery and get on with it. I think it stinks that they're not taking care of her right away, and I just pray, Lord, that you lift her up and let her have your beautiful promises of healing hands all over her, Lord. And I pray, Lord, that you give Holland the strength to go through all this. I know it's sometimes harder on our loved ones to see us going through all that they see us going through. And he needs your strength, Lord, to help her and do for her, Lord. And I pray, Lord, that you lift Steve up to you, Lord. I pray, Lord, that you clear his mind and make him whole again, Lord. Also, I want to add Cindy and Christy. I'm concerned about them. Christy's such a great caregiver, and Cindy's going through so many infections and stuff like that her body is just fighting her constantly. And I pray, Lord, that you heal her up and strengthen her and let them be able to move to her homestead. It's got to be awful not being able to go and live where you want to live and live like you want to live. So I pray, Lord, that you bless her and strengthen Cindy so that Christy can fulfill her dreams, Lord. I want to lift up Teresa. Pray, Lord, that you give her strength. She's had rough time working and trying to help here and doing that and doing this and doing garden, and just like the rest of us, Lord, we're all tired. But I'm concerned about Teresa with the stress of her mom being sick and the girls having trouble. And I pray, Lord, that you lift her mom up and heal her, Lord, and just strengthen her, Lord. Let her have beautiful time. It was nice to see her on the video the other day, and just make her healthy until it's her time, Lord. And Lord, I want to lift up Supreme. Supreme's got a hard job taking care of Teresa's mom. Lift her up and give her peace and serenity in her life, Lord. And Jennifer, that she finds a place to live soon. And Lord, I I can't talk. Prepare my speech, Lord. You know what I need to say. You know my heart. I pray for Carrie and his strength that he needs in the trials that he's going through, Lord. You know what they are, and take good care of them. And thank you, Lord, for giving us good news about Connor. That his heart's probably okay. That you strengthen him. I know that he is you're answering prayers with him. I know. I seen the color of him and how beautiful he looked Sunday, and I just know that you're healing him, and you're going to make him all good, and no more heart murmur. He'll grow out of it quickly. And Lord, I pray for Kate, um, the fellow that I got it mixed up the other day. I thought it was her son that was helping her. It was actually her employee that she has doing her landscaping and stuff like that work. He hired somebody and the fella passed away. I pray for his family that you strengthen them and give them peace, Lord. I still am concerned about them. So I pray, Lord, I know that on Kate's channel that she's found a way to help them with the family and their needs, Lord. They got to pay for that funeral. You know how it goes. And Lord, I still lift up Heather and her family. I pray, Lord, that you bless her and give her all the strength. She looks so good, and she's healing, Lord, and give her peace and love and strengthen her. I know she's going to have bouts of painful times losing her husband and all of the injuries that she's going through, Lord. Bless her, Lord, and strengthen her. And Lord, I know Patty's going to go through some crazy emotions tomorrow, Lord. Lift her and give her peace and beauty and love throughout the struggle that she's going to have going through the guitars and things like that, Lord. I pray, Lord, that you bless her and strengthen her and let her have sweet memories and just fill her with love so that she's not in pain, Lord. And I pray, Lord, for Fran's neck, that you heal her neck and take away that pain. I know how the pain of neck can be with this plate in my neck. I still get a lot of pain and difficulty. Even sleeping on a wrong pillow can just put me out for weeks. So I know how it is to have neck pain and back pain and all kind of pain. So Lord, please heal Fran and make her whole again, Lord. Lord, thank you for the people that are on here. I pray, Lord, that you bless our country and strengthen our country and just bring us all together and show us where we need to be concerned, Lord. I know that these are trying times. I know in my heart that I feel like it's coming close to end times. I see, and it may not be for many hundreds of years, but it's coming fruition, all that you promised us in the Bible. So I'm praying, Lord, that you just wrap your arms around us and love us and take good care of us so that we're not hurt by those who aren't. And I just thank you for letting me witness through this channel, and I just pray, Lord, that you put a protective hedge around all my friends and love them. In your name, Jesus, amen. Oh, I'm sorry, Lord. And please, I want to lift up JD. Sherry's going through a crazy time right now with losing her father, and he's in the end stages. Please, 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 please lift her up and give her peace and love through this whole thing. In your name, amen. I'm sorry, guys. I almost forgot to pray for her because I didn't have her on my list. That's terrible. Of course, I've been praying for her all day long, but so anyways, guys, yeah, everything here is overgrown. I mean, way overgrown. Thank you, Patty. It sure does, Fran. You know what? The miracles that the Lord puts on us every single day, you wouldn't even believe. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. And I was a bad girl tonight. I didn't go to church tonight. So I didn't get my shot given to me. So I gotta get my mom to squeeze my arm so I can give myself a shot tomorrow. I'm taking B12 shots for energy. So y'all pray I can it starts to work, because it sure hasn't been giving me energy, and I've been taking it for a while now. Miss Kathy, are you sure that's not trumpet vine, not coral honeysuckle? I don't know. I never put the thing. I just took somebody's word for it. I don't remember. Somebody on here told me it was coral honeysuckle. I don't know what it is. Whatever it is, it's driving me crazy. I mean, it comes up everywhere. You can't get rid of it. And I refuse. I know I could let David spray Roundup and get rid of it immediately, but I refuse to have any of that stuff sprayed in my yard. He gets so mad at me, I can't see straight. He says, I gotta be over this already. Well, I'd rather it be all over the place than me have to worry about poisoning myself any more than the stinking stuff that I'm being poisoned with on a daily basis that I don't know, right? Please pray for my best friend. We have a baseball size knot on his neck that came up. Oh, okay. He had a baseball size knot that came up on his neck. Wow. What is his friend, bub? Coral honeysuckle. And it doesn't look like that. I don't think. Trumpet vine is hard to kill off. You can get extra strength vinegar. Ah, I'll have to try that. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for Bub telling me about his friend. I pray, Lord, that whatever's going on with his neck, that it's easily taken care of. Maybe it's just some type of infection or something that can be lanced and taken care of. And Lord, please don't let it be the C word. Let it be clean and healthy and just something maybe that got infected. So I pray, Lord, that you bless his friend and take good care of him. Wipe out whatever is going on in his neck. In your name, amen. Sorry, I had to stop and pray for him. Yes, it is Brenda. Been fighting it since we moved down here. It runs 50 feet or more underground, then send up shoots. Yeah, that's what I'm finding. It's all over the place. So I'm going to put vinegar. I have gallons of vinegar. So I will put that out there tomorrow. I have some what do you call them? Dragon fruit out there too. You know what? I'm so frustrated I can't see straight. My dragon fruit is over there blooming right now. And I've got to remove that fence. Is that crazy or what? Thank you, Fran. So I will definitely try that vinegar. What do you mean extra strength vinegar, though, Fran? Where would you get extra strength vinegar? Isn't it distilled vinegar the strongest? Household vinegar isn't strong enough. You need the 35%. Where would you get it, honey? I've never heard of extra strength vinegar. I have some wine bottles that I've never opened for that I have for food. I could use them, huh? They probably turned to vinegar by now. I've had them for probably 15 years. Probably should pour them out or throw them away, right? Trumpet vine and wisteria both are very invasive and will tear a building apart. Yep. Amazon, it's slightly more expensive. Okay. 35% Amazon. I want you guys to know my nose is itching probably because of this right here, but what's really funny, my nose has been going crazy anyways because my trumpet, my angel trumpets are all in bloom. You'll see my next video. It's about blooms. I'm going to put it out in the morning, and hopefully you guys will see it. It is so cool. I've never done a video like this before, but I had a lot of fun doing it, and it took me many hours. But anyways, make a long story short, the fragrance here at night is just absolutely off the charts. It smells so good. It sounds like a stupid Virginia creeper my neighbor planted popping up all over my yard. Oh, trumpet vine. Oh, I already read that. Duh. Oh my gosh, Kathy, I do too. I look at the bottles the other day and I thought I should throw you away. Yes, angel trumpets are divine. I hate Virginia creeper. I don't know what Virginia creeper is either. And I'll tell you something. I was looking at Teresa's video when she's out in the woods there, and she is all in. She had all this poison ivy around her. Now I'm not allergic to it, but she is, and I'm thinking, oh, that poor girl, she gonna get eat up with it. But she says she's got some type of soap that she uses to wash herself so that she does not get broke out. And I've got to remember what that soap is because I've got to get some for David. I lost all my angel trumpets, died off in that Arctic blast. Yeah. I watched another channel, Lady Cheryl's Organic Food Forest, and she's lost several of her apple trees, which I was surprised that she lost apple trees because I thought apple trees took the cold. I thought they were a cold, hardy plant, but I guess not. For the flavored vinegars, wine vinegar, jewelweed. You know what? I got some jewelweed when I was up there, I believe. And it never came up. tried to, what I need to do is I need to take me some pots and some soil and literally plant the plants while I'm there, and water them in really good and put them in the back of my truck so that they don't get wind blown or anything, so that I can get all these little, and mark them so I'll know what it is. Good night, bub. You're welcome. It's Dr. Bonner's soap. Okay. Julie likes moist areas. I don't really have, well, I used to have moist area in the back where the chickens are at, but it really doesn't get real too bad moist there unless it rains over and over and over and over and over and over again. I'm highly allergic to poison ivy, but when I've touched it, I go in and wash off with Dawn and then put apple cider vinegar on it, and I don't break out. Very nice to know. David washes it with soap really good. I think it's Dawn soap that he uses. And then he gets peroxide and puts on it because the doctor told him, maybe not the doctor, I'm sorry. The nurse told him that if you put peroxide on it, it will dry it out and make it go away. But I'm just like, I wouldn't want, he breaks out and I'm like, I couldn't handle it. I just, if I broke out like that, I'd be hurting puppy, because y'all don't know this, but when I was doing hair, I'm allergic to latex. And it started out because I was doing somebody's hair and I didn't want my fingernails to get stained with color and then have to bleach them out and fix them and everything like I always did. I've been doing it for years. Why I ever stinking changed the way I do things, I don't know. Sometimes my brain just don't work. Well, one of the girls at work said, oh, you can wear these black rubber gloves. And I didn't know that I'm allergic to black rubber too. But those black rubber gloves were pure latex gloves and black rubber at the same time. Well, I got two whammies. I went to the doctor when I immediately broke out, and he said, oh, you have eczema. So he gave me some medicine for eczema. When I put that medicine for the eczema on there, I went home, and about an hour or so later, I thought I was going to have Linda sit in my lap and use the, to drive, because I could not hold, my fingers was so swollen, I couldn't hold the steering wheel. This is how I drove. I don't know how in the world I did it, but I got to the hospital, and they had to give me a whole bunch of shots of steroid and everything. And I told the ER doctor, I said, literally, it had swelled up so bad that I could not put my arms down on my side because my whole arms were swollen all the way clean up here, underneath here, and I was swelled out, right? But if you looked at my hand from here up to there, was nothing but bloody raw meat. And this happened in a matter of hours. So the ER doctor looked at me and he said, honey, you're allergic to latex. And I said, what? I said, I didn't know that. He said, yeah. He said, have you ever blown up a balloon and your lips swell? And I said, yeah, that happens all the time. Because that's what I did for my kids, right? He said, it shows right there. You've got glove allergy. It's. That's Ginger. You have a latex allergy. I said, oh my goodness gracious. So he fixed me up real good and I went home. And from then on, I had to take steroids. Different doctors change different things, and that's how I ended up to be 330 pounds, was because I was taking 40 milligrams of prednisone every single day for over 6 years, just so I could work in the beauty industry doing hair. So no, Linda, Teresa makes jewelweed soap for her to use on poison ivy. Yep, she does. Let's see. Latex is basically rubber. It's latex rubber. Yes. But when they did the strips, Fran, I was allergic to black rubber, latex, um, sulfur, um, some type of, I can't even, it's a big long name, starts with a P, and the doctor told me it's in different glues and stuff like that. So I have to worry about using glues. I'm not supposed to breathe them at all because she said it gets in my lungs and could hurt me really badly and burn my lungs. Good night, Susan. Thanks for coming in, honey. You need a good grease cutter to get the sap off from poison ivy. Then the apple cider vinegar will neutralize it so you don't break out. Yeah. See, I don't break out from it. But David does. But I don't, mangoes are like a, hey, Carrie, how are you tonight, honey? Yes, everything's good with me tonight. Mangoes have a sap that is in the same form as poison ivy, too, that if you get it on, you can break out. So, just a warning. If any of you guys are picking mangoes, don't let that sap drip on you. Now, my grandmother, if I peeled the mango and she didn't touch any of the peeling, she could eat the fruit, but she could not eat the mango at all because she had latex allergy. She couldn't touch the skin at all because of latex allergy. I think that's what it's called. It brothers some family. Yeah. The sap is urishal. Yep. But it's really interesting that different things are in the same type of family. Like, for instance, the Brazilian pepper tree that we have here that drives us absolutely crazy, too. It also has the same properties and will do the same thing to David as poison ivy. Also, my black sapote, when he trimmed, I have to do all of the trimming on the black sapote because he trimmed it. Oh my goodness gracious. And the chainsaw, the shavings came back and hit him. And you talking, he was literally broke out all over his chest where it flew up and hit his shirt and slid down into his shirt. He was miserable. Poison sumac, ivy, mango, cashew, apple, all are. Yeah. Good night, Adam's Eden. I'm fixing to get off here too, guys. I appreciate everybody for coming in tonight, and I hope that you guys have a blessed week. And all of you guys are in my prayers. And just remember to pray for the people that we prayed for tonight, if you could. And have a fantastic week. I hope to see you guys on Teresa's live on Friday night, or Lippy's. Hopefully Lippy will be good and not in pain this coming Friday night, so we could see them too. I love you guys. Have a sweet dreams tonight, and take care. Bye now.